Welcome to a critical discussion in our AI journey. Privacy concerns in the age of big data and AI. In a world where data is king, the privacy of individuals has become a central topic of debate. As we delve deeper into the realms of AI and machine learning, the line between data utility and personal privacy is increasingly blurred. Data collection and consent. Let's start with the cornerstone of privacy: consent. In an ideal world, every piece of data collected would be with the informed consent of the individual. This means clearly explaining what data is being collected, how it will be used, and ensuring that individuals have a real choice in this process. Informed consent isn't just a legal formality, it's a fundamental right, pivotal in maintaining trust and transparency in the era of AI. Personal data protection. Next, we turn our focus to the protection of personal data. With cyber threats looming, large, robust measures to safeguard sensitive personal information are not just necessary, they're imperative. This goes beyond encryption and secure databases. It's about creating a culture where data protection is paramount. It's the responsibility of organizations and AI developers to ensure that personal data is treated with the utmost care and respect it deserves. Privacy versus convenience. And then we face the eternal dilemma: privacy versus convenience. AI technologies offer incredible benefits, from personalized recommendations to streamlined services. However, these conveniences often come at the cost of personal data. The question is, where do we draw the line? How much of our privacy are we willing to trade for the sake of convenience? It's a delicate balance, one that requires constant negotiation as technology evolves. As we conclude this section, let's reflect on the importance of privacy in the digital age. It's a fundamental aspect that demands careful consideration as we continue to advance in the world of AI. Privacy should not be an afterthought, but a key component in the design and implementation of AI systems. In this segment of our journey through AI, we confront a critical issue at the heart of ethical AI: bias and fairness. The question of bias in AI is not just about algorithmic nuances, it's about ensuring fairness and equality in the way AI impacts our lives. Source of bias. First, let's identify where bias creeps into AI systems. Bias can originate from various sources in data collection and processing. This includes biased data sets, where the data does not accurately represent the diversity of the real world. It can stem from historical biases that are inadvertently encoded into the data, or from the subjective nature of those who collect and interpret the data. These biases, once embedded into AI models, can perpetuate and even amplify existing societal prejudices. Impact on AI models. The impact of biased data on AI decision-making cannot be overstated. When AI models are trained on biased data, they can produce unfair, discriminatory, or prejudiced outcomes. This could manifest in many ways, from a hiring algorithm that favors one demographic over another to a credit scoring system that disadvantages a particular group. The ethical implications are profound, as they can reinforce societal inequalities and injustice. Mitigating bias. So how do we tackle this issue? Mitigating bias in AI models is an ongoing challenge that requires a multifaceted approach. It starts with diverse and inclusive data sets that reflect the rich tapestry of human society. AI developers and data scientists must employ strategies to detect and minimize bias, such as algorithmic audits and fairness assessments. It's also crucial to have diverse teams working on AI development, as diverse perspectives can help identify and correct biases that might otherwise go unnoticed. We must also acknowledge that completely eliminating bias may not be feasible, but the goal should be to continuously strive for fairness and objectivity in AI models. This involves an ongoing process of learning, adjusting, and improving AI systems to ensure they serve everyone equitably. As we conclude, let's remember that the pursuit of unbiased AI is not just a technical challenge, but a moral imperative. It's about building AI systems that are not only intelligent, but also fair and just for all. As we delve deeper into the ethical dimensions of AI, let's ground our discussion with real-world scenarios. In this segment, we'll examine some recent news and case studies that have brought ethical issues in data to the forefront. Through these examples, we'll analyze the controversies and extract valuable lessons to inform better ethical practices in AI. Case studies. Facial recognition misuse. One notable case is the use of facial recognition technology by certain governments and organizations. There have been instances where this technology led to wrongful arrests or invasions of privacy, sparking debates about surveillance and civil liberties. Biased AI in hiring. Another example involves AI systems used in hiring processes. Reports have shown that some of these systems display bias against certain demographic groups, raising concerns about fairness and discrimination in employment. Analyzing controversies. In-depth examination. Each of these cases offers a unique perspective on the ethical implications of AI. For instance, the misuse of facial recognition technology raises questions about consent, privacy, and the potential for state overreach. Similarly, the bias in AI hiring systems highlights the need for transparency and fairness in AI algorithms that can significantly impact people's lives. Balancing act. These scenarios underscore the delicate balance between harnessing the benefits of AI and protecting individual rights and freedoms. They also highlight the consequences of neglecting ethical considerations in the rush to implement new technologies. Lessons learned. Ethical frameworks and regulations. These real-world examples emphasize the need for robust ethical frameworks and regulations governing AI technologies. They suggest a path towards more responsible and conscientious AI development, diverse and inclusive AI development. They also highlight the importance of diversity and inclusivity in AI development teams. Diverse perspectives can help anticipate and mitigate ethical risks. Ongoing monitoring and evaluation. Finally, these cases teach us that AI systems require ongoing monitoring and evaluation to ensure they adhere to ethical standards and do not perpetuate harm. As we reflect on these scenarios, it's clear that the ethical challenges of AI are complex and multifaceted. But by learning from these real-world cases, we can strive towards AI development that is not only innovative but also respectful of ethical boundaries and human rights. As we wrap up our exploration of ethics in data for AI, let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights from our journey. We've delved into the critical areas of privacy concerns, bias and fairness, and real-world scenarios, each revealing the profound impact of ethics on the development and application of AI technologies. We began by addressing the vital importance of privacy in the age of big data, emphasizing informed consent, data protection, and the delicate balance between privacy and convenience. We then navigated the complex landscape of bias and fairness, understanding the sources of bias and the imperative to create AI models that are fair, objective, and inclusive. Through real-world scenarios, we saw firsthand the ethical challenges and controversies that arise in AI, and the lessons we can learn from them to improve our approaches. As we conclude, let's recognize that the responsibility for ethical AI lies with all of us, developers, users, policymakers, and society as a whole. Each one of us has a role to play in shaping AI technologies that are not only advanced and efficient, but also ethical and just. Call to action. I encourage you, our viewers, to think critically about the ethical implications of AI and data. Engage in conversations, stay informed about the latest developments, and advocate for ethical practices in AI. Together, we can contribute to a future where AI technologies are developed with respect for privacy, fairness, and the greater good of society. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the ethics of AI and data. Remember, the future of AI is not just about what we can create, but how we create it. Let's strive for a future where technology serves humanity ethically and responsibly.